BT11 Breakdown Part 4. It's time for some green cards. As always, if you enjoy these videos or find them helpful, do consider liking this video, sharing to your friends, and of course, subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell for more future content. Jumping right in, Tandemon is a new green egg that BT11 offers. With a single effect of once per turn, when you play a green tamer, draw one card. This card may have potential uses moving forward with green hybrid. Once there isn't a deck that can blow up all tamers. Additionally, it could be utilized in decks like Tandemon because moving forward, this deck offers quite a few green tamer options. Which, Agumon, this Digimon does just that. On play, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck, add one tamer from among them, and place the remaining cards on the bottom. I honestly wish this card also grabbed your dinosaur type Digimon too, but if it's not Greymon, Bandai has it marked as a lower priority. Inheritable wise, while you have a tamer in play on your turn, this Digimon gets plus 2000 DP. In a Tandemon base deck, this card has some value. But in general, seems weak to have to put a tamer out first before you get that buff, and even then, it's only your turn. Palmon is another vegetation Digimon that you could use in Bloom Lordmon decks. Personally, its effect of draw one at the start of your turn is nice. But the question is, will it survive long enough on the field? Depending on the matchup, it may, or it may not. Now Madoki Betamon, a vanilla Digimon with 4000 DP. Simple, sealed only. I personally don't see any other uses for it because in the game today you want something with an amazing inheritable effect, or it searches, or it chokes your opponent on memory. This Digimon does none of those things. So on to level 4s, it is. Starting with Vegemon, start of your turn, this Digimon gains you a memory. Unfortunately, this Digimon has a 2-cost Digivolution tied to it, something that is uncommon with green vegetation Digimon. Personally, I prefer using the BT3 Agumon for memory gain when you unsuspend, as putting a body on board makes it exceptionally vulnerable. Ninjaman is another Digimon that's introduced again with the simple inheritable of your turn, once per turn, when you play a tamer. Suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. One interesting little combo here is you could play 2-cost memory tamer Izzy Izumi. Suspend a Digimon and then suspend Izzy to make it a 1-cost memory tamer. Other tamers become 3-cost tamers like Mimi Tachikawa. Overall, I'm not sure how useful this card will be yet, but who knows? I could be wrong. As for Ogremon, not quite an 8mon, but it's getting pretty darn close for green. Although it has a 2-cost Digivolution and 5-cost play, 7000 DP is big for a level 4. Likewise, the first level 5 to go over will be Digitamon. Like Ogremon, it's big with a DP of 10,000 DP for its 3-cost Digivolution. Personally, I think both of these cards are useful in a sealed setting. But Panyaman? Oh boy, I'm excited. In terms of Leomon support, we're very close to a Leomon deck. First off, this card in Digimon is also treated as having Leomon in its name, not just Leomon. Meaning this Digimon is a viable target with Panyaman X Antibodies All Turns effect. But when Digivolving, you may play a green or blue tamer with a play cost of 4 or less from your hand without paying its memory cost. Davis Motomiya? 2 potential searches for free. Jerry? Free Leomon. But it's inheritable? Enables you to give a Digimon rush when it's played by an effect. Meaning every one of your Leomon X or Panyaman X's effects can trigger a free body before the official stack is deleted, and it gets rush. I love it. GGmon. Yes, to all of you content creators out there, this is the one and only GGmon. This is GGmon. Anyway, GGmon has a when Digivolving effect that lets you reveal the top 3 cards and play one tamer from among them. When attacking for each green and or black tamer you have in play, reveal the top card of your deck. Then you may play any number of green and or black Digimon cards from among them with a total play cost of 10 or less. Then place the remaining cards at the bottom. This card is a meme, 100%. If you can get more than 3 or 4 tamers out, this can pump out some insane bodies, especially some of the multicolored ones. But luckily, GGmon can Digivolve from green or black. meaning this card could be placed in even Sukamon decks if you're feeling extremely trolly. Now moving to one of the new X antibody Digimon that this set introduces, Hercules Kabuterimon X. The Digivolution is 1 from Hercules Kabuterimon or 4 from any level 5. Passively, Security Attack +1. When Digivolving, if you have Hercules Kabuterimon or the X antibody, return one of your opponent's suspended Digimon to the bottom of its owner's deck. To be fair, after playing Hercules Kabuterimon and Grandest, you could in theory have the suspended Digimon off Agumon or even Hercules Kabuterimon's Digiburst. Is it as good as Grandest? Not by any means. But if you're on the protagonist hero side of things, use this guy instead. Green winds down to a new Taiga, a tamer that combines elements of starter deck Taikamiya and also BT2 Taiga, providing DP buffs and only reducing the Digivolution cost by suspending this tamer if you Digivolve into a level 5 or higher Digimon. So there are some caveats for using this Taiga, but overall in a set introducing support for Big Bad Black Ogremon the Tamer Killer, not the best time. For options, there's High Mega Blaster, Poison Powder, and Buster Dive. High Mega Blaster lets you choose one of your Insect Digimon and then suspend 2 of your opponent's Digimon with DP less than or equal to the chosen Digimon. The Digimon doesn't unsuspend during the opponent's unsuspend phase. One problem. Black Ogremon X has Reboot, so if you were to pass memory over, you wouldn't be able to swing. But one option card from BT9 is actually a little helpful in some ways, and not. Poison Powder is an interesting option card for potentially 2 memory if you have a green tamer in play. Until the end of your opponent's turn, whenever your opponent's Digimon becomes suspended, whether it be by effect or for battle, they lose a memory. It's a half Ice Wall for green. While not truly Ice Wall, there's not an instant reactionary effect either. And finally, Buster Dive. This is the option card that can potentially be reduced to 3 memory. Main, one of your Digimon gains 5000 DP and Rush. Then one of your Digimon may attack your opponent's Digimon. Interestingly, it's kind of a pseudo blitz. Personally, I'm an advocate of cards that have reactionary security effects. This simply adds it to your hand. The problem with cards that add to hand, you want them as cheap as possible. And 3 in my opinion is a little much for competitive play. But in general, what are your favorites of the green cards? Of the cards, your primary support goes to Leomon and Tyrannomon decks. But mixed green cards are where the real fun comes from, which I'll go over in a few episodes. This is DIGI-PANDA, logging out.